We'll move on to the next question, that is a wire is stretched to make it 0.2 percentage longer. What is the change in resistance? That is, you are asked what is delta R. It's a simple question. In NEET point of view, I'll tell you how to do it, but we'll do the actual way. It's a lengthier process, but it's okay. Simple question. What has been asked, that is, initially if the wire length is 100 and its percentage or its length is increased by 0.2 percentage, means what will be the new resistance change, right? Let's move on with the problem. Suppose, what's the question number 5, right? Now, what has been asked, given that is the new length is increased by, right? So it is 0.2 percentage of the initial length. So I will write it in the upper fraction manner, 0.2 divided by 100 into L, or it is 100.2 divided by 100 L, or it is 1.002 L. This much you would have understood, right? And we have told whatever stretching, compressing, whatever happens, what is constant? Volume is constant. So volume is constant. If volume is constant, obviously I can write it as AL is equal to A dash L dash, or nu A dash is equal to AL by L dash. So what is AL, right? Now what is L dash? It is 1.002 L. I can cut off L, so you will get it as A by 1.002. Keep it there. Now what is new resistance? It is a rho L dash by A dash, right? Now let it keep it here. What is the main question here? You are asked what is change in R. Change in R means you are asked new resistance minus old resistance whole divided by old resistance. How much is the increase, or how much variation in resistance and happen, and how would you compare? You will always compare with its old value. Into 100, you're converting into percentage, right? This is a question, and I can write, for simple manner, I can write it as delta R by R into 100. This and all terms you have learned during your error calculation in your first chapter of 11th. Anyways, so delta R, that is change in resistance, R dash minus R, right? So I can write it as rho L dash by A dash minus rho L by A. Resistivity is not going to change if you stretch or compress whatsoever. So L dash, what is L dash? 1.002 L. And what is A dash? You have found the value as A divided by 1.002 minus rho L by A. Sorry, rho is common, right? Now L by A common, I'm going to take it as rho L by A. 1.02 goes up, so it becomes 1.02 whole square minus 1. Right. So how would you calculate this value? Are you going to square the fact 1002? No. You can make 1 as square. So it becomes A square minus B square. You will get the value as around 0.004. Calculation should be done by you guys. I told you how to do the trick. Right. This is R into 0.004. So delta R by R into 100 will be what? R goes off. It will be 0.004 into 100, or I can say 0.4 percentage. Right. So the simple, this much you understood. Now the simple trick for NEET is don't go for this lengthier process. Whenever you're given a type of percentage increase in the length, that is, if you are asked here what happened, the length is increased by 0.2 percentage, right? And then the resistance will increase by twice. Why? 0.2 into 0.2. That is a trick. So the increase will be in resistance will be 4.4 percentage. So similarly, if you are asked the question that the resistance has increased by length has increased by 0.1 percentage, means the resistance will increase by 2 into twice 0.1 percentage, that is 0.2. See, you can find the answer like this. This much method I taught you guys because you guys have to understand actual way how to do it. This is a trick. Don't do it in your CBSE examination. This is only for NEET. Clear? NEET or KEAM or any of your entrance examination, JEE included. Clear? Now let's move on to the last numerical problem of this session. That is last one. What's the question? A heating element using nichrome connected to a 230 volt supply drew an initial current of 3.2 ampere which settles after a few seconds of a steady value of 2.8 ampere. What is the steady temperature of the heating element if the temperature is 27 degrees Celsius? See, the question is, you are having a wire, right, that is made of nichrome and it is connected to a 230 volt supply, and initially it is drawing 3.2 ampere. Now after few seconds the wire current is decreasing to 2.8 ampere, right? That means its resistance has increased, right? Current flow has decreased means resistance has increased. What is the steady temperature of the heating element if the temperature is 27 degrees Celsius? Thus you are asked at what temperature or what temperature the resistance has increased. I hope you understood. See, nichrome wire is given 230 volt. Initially it had 3.2 ampere. Due to some reason, or I can say due to the temperature rise, right? Because when temperature rises, resistance increases, right? So when temperature rose from 27 degrees Celsius to some T degrees Celsius, the resistance also has increased, because of which the current has reduced from 3.2 ampere to 2.8 ampere, and you are asked which temperature it is. Clear? Let's move on with the problem solving. Right. Now, so what is the room temperature or the initial temperature or the reference temperature which you are given? That is 27 degrees Celsius. So at 27 degrees Celsius, the sixth question, right? Sixth question. So the resistance at 27 degrees Celsius, for common knowledge, you know the Ohm's law is 230 divided by current is given as 3.2. Right, this is the temperature, 27 degrees Celsius resistance. Because voltage is given and current is given. Now at some T degrees Celsius, I don't know, right? At T degrees Celsius, the resistance will be given as what? Same scenario, but the current has reduced to how much? 2.8 ampere. And you are asked what is the temperature at which the resistance is this. So temperature resistance equation, I hope you guys remember it. What was the equation? It was R T reference, right? Reference into 1 plus alpha into T minus TF. T reference, and this is TT. This is a basic question I gave you guys regarding temperature and resistance dependency. Now let's move on with the problem. RT, I don't know what is the resistance, right? And RR is the resistance which is given for reference reference value of resistance. That also I don't know. 1 plus alpha. What is the temperature which is given as a reference? You are going to take it as 0, right? Because you are not given anything regarding the temperature at which now guys, at room temperature, the R27 or resistance at 27 degrees Celsius is V by I. Can put the values which is given in the problem. This much is clear. So RT, the resistance at the temperature T, I don't know that where temperature what it is also given in this form, right? I can put it as this value. This is the how much we have given. That means I know the resistance at 27 degrees Celsius, and also I know the resistance at T degrees Celsius, right? Now suppose I am going to consider a scenario that the reference point is 0 degrees Celsius. I'm going to consider a reference as 0 degrees Celsius. So I can build two equations with respect to 27 as well as with respect to temperature. I will write it down, then you will understand. That is, what is the basic equation? Resistance at any temperature is equal to resistance at a reference into 1 plus alpha coefficient of temperature into it was TT, right? TT minus T reference. This is the basic equation. I hope you remember the basic equation representing between resistance and temperature. Now I am going to make two equations. Resistance at 27 degrees Celsius reference is 0 degree Celsius, 1 plus alpha, temperature is what, 27 at temperature T, and reference is 0. I'm making this as postulation 1. Now resistance at T, I don't know, R naught reference plus alpha, temperature I don't know, minus 0 is the reference temperature. This is the second equation. Two scenarios with the same common what reference temperature as 0 degrees Celsius. I wrote two equations. When I divide these two guys, I will get R27 divided by RT. R naught cancels out. So in numerator, alpha into 27 only remains. Similarly, in denominator, there is only 1 plus alpha into T. Right? In place of R27 and RT, I can write the above values. Both are having numerators 230 above. So if you put the value, it will be 2.8 divided by 3 by 2 is equal to 1 plus alpha into 27 divided by 1 plus alpha into T. Now alpha's value is also given. It is given as 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 4. So this 28 by 32, right? So it will be 7 by 8 is equal to 1 plus alpha is 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 4 into 27 whole divided by 1 plus 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 4 into T. So you have all the values are just one unknown, that is T. By calculation you will get T as 867.2 degrees Celsius. Calculation should be done by you guys. Clear? This is the actual problem solution of that question. I hope it is clear.